Go.
Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is Texas Prisons Alliance production. We're trying to give back to the community and help everybody have a successful reentry. I have my good friend with me today. My name's JP, and this is Eric, a good
Hey,
friend
how
of
y'all
mine for
doing?
about a year. He's here. He's going to share a story with everybody. He's had a pretty uh, unique reentry, and I definitely wanted to interview him first on these little segments. And there's going to be some timeless information that can help people from all different walks because everybody's reentry is going to be different. Nobody's going to be just like mine or just like his, but you're going to find some things you can take out of everybody's story. And the smart thing to do, whether you got 10 years left, 20 years left to see parole, get your mind ready and start putting the thoughts in your head of what you want to do and be successful when you get out. And we're going to give y'all as much as we can give. We're not holding back. We're not cutting corners. We're not looking for views or likes or financial repercussions. We're just here to try to help and be a vessel that God has gave us a second chance at life to do. So,
Man.
Eric, I want you to kind of give everybody a little background. Tell us who you are.
Okay, my name's Eric Law. I'm 46 years old. I've lived a life of crime. I've lived a life of drug addiction. Anything that you can imagine going through, I've been through it. I'm from Roswell, New Mexico, born and raised, east side of Roswell. I was the only white dude anywhere around where I grew up. It was hard. I grew up with a drug addicted mother and father. The only good thing that I really did when I was younger, man, I think is surviving my situation and helping to raise my I have two younger sisters, one that's 3 years younger and one that's 6 years younger. My sisters, Amanda and Jessica, they're watching. Just trying to be there for them. We had a good mom. She had a big heart, but she made bad choices, and just like the rest of us, you take your environment and you just do the best you can with it. And that's all there was crime and drugs in our environment. So yeah, that's basically just to let you know kind of where I come from: gangs, violence, drugs. That's where I come
So
from.
tell us a little bit about life before your parole violation. Where were you at? Mentally, emotionally. How were you handling things?
Okay, I was getting through. I was getting through the tail end of a heroin addiction. Meth addiction, anything addiction, and I was hiding it from everybody. I kept a job. I was raising my kids. We had a house. We had a home. I was married, or I am married, but we uh, we did the best we could. But I was looking at it like if I can do this stuff and I can handle these things, I'm not committing any crimes per se. So I'm working. So I'm a
You didn't see
functioning
the
addict.
harm. You didn't see the harm.
I'm a functioning addict, so I was doing whatever felt good. Really, I know one thing. I didn't. I'm gonna talk about Jesus for a little bit on
Oh
here.
yeah, definitely.
Well, he took the back seat like I wasn't even really paying attention to him, and I tell you what, he had plans for me, and um, and my whole life is changed for the way better because of him. And without him and all things, I would be nothing.
Amen.
But
Amen.
yeah, but that's about where I was at. I was working. I was married. Me and my wife, we are kind of struggling. We're going back and forth. We had trust issues. We both were, you know, she worked full time. She's never been in trouble. I'm just gonna tell you like this. She worked full time. Never been in trouble. Always kept the job. Always did the right thing. Never even had parking tickets or nothing like that. And then she gets with somebody. She never seen nobody shot, stabbed, run over, robbed. She's never seen kilos or pounds or none of that stuff until she met me. Just to kind of show you, we were married for 19 years. I put her through it, man. I did, and she didn't even see it coming half the time. Like I wasn't, I figured if she didn't know, and as long as I brought the money home, then that's kind of what it was. So yeah, that's about what it was before. And so I was letting go of the dope. I was cutting people off. I quit hanging around with people, and I was pretty much a dry addict. I thought about drugs. I wanted drugs. I was constantly wondering about drugs and the people. I was kind of teasing and flirting with the whole thing of, I wonder what they're doing. Hey, how you doing? Oh well, I can't come over right now, bro. I gotta do this, but hey, maybe later I'll come over. And the whole time I'm thinking, man, I could go over there and get high one time. You know what I mean? But somehow I was staying clean. I was working. I was doing the right thing for the most part. You know what I mean?
All right, so take us to the day of the violation when the
Okay.
situation occurred.
Well, I'm not gonna say any details because I'm not trying to trash him. But the person that was involved, one of my best friends I've ever had. He's a really good dude, man. We both making some bad choices. My wife told me, look, don't mess with this dude because y'all ain't good for each other. If you go and mess with this dude, even if you meaning to do the right thing, it's gonna end up bad. You're gonna end up in jail. Something's gonna happen. Well, I didn't listen, and he gave me a call. I picked him up. Long story short, we got pulled over. There was heroin found in the car. Uh, there was heroin found in the car. It wasn't mine, but I knew where I was at. I knew what I was doing. I knew who I had in the car. Not saying they're any worse than I was or anything like that. I'm just saying, at that point in time, that day, I had no idea what kind of hell I just opened myself up for. After being sorry about that, I got babies and kids running through here all day long.
We already know. We know what time it is.
After being in the situations I've been in and stuff like that, and knowing what can go wrong, I had no reason. There was no reason for me to put myself in that situation. I did. Heroin was found in the car.
Yeah.
He tried to take responsibility. He tried to say it was his or whatever. But long story short, I got charged with heroin and went to jail. I got bonded out. He didn't get bonded out. I got bonded out, and it was during COVID. COVID had just happened. Me and my wife and my kids moved in with my wife's mother-in-law and her sister and their kids in a nice sized house. They had different sections of the house, so we all were pretty comfortable. But we thought the end of the world was coming. They had COVID on the news and everything, but we didn't know what was going to happen or what was happening. We just knew that it wasn't good, and we needed to be together. The way some of these big cities were acting, with the rioting and the looting and the craziness and stuff like that. We stayed well armed and we stayed together, and we were just we were trying to take care of each other, man. But
okay, so what did you end up doing? About a year and a half?
Well, see, I bonded out, and I had a court date that I had to go to, so I went to this court date, shook hands with my bondsman. He says, "You're no longer on bond. You're no longer, anybody knows Grayson County. That's about as detailed as I'm gonna get where this happened at. But you're no longer on bond. You're doing good. Just keep doing what you're doing." So my lawyer told me, "Come back. We're gonna get you We're gonna get you on some probation, this and that. So just take the probation. You'll be on probation for a couple of years. Everything's gonna be fine. It's just a little. It was a 0.3 heroin. It's a possession. You're gonna be good." So COVID and all that stuff's going on. I'm calling the courts. I'm calling my lawyer. My wife was calling my lawyer. Everything. We couldn't get a hold of nobody. So I'm thinking it's almost 3 years later after the fact. Nothing. We don't hear nothing. No. Hold up. Okay, a year later, I got to include this. This is important. A year later, after I talked to them, then I get in a severe truck accident. I hit a truck. There was a 2018 Chevrolet Silverado passed me in traffic. I'm on my way to work. I got 20 minutes to get there, and I'm 30 minutes away. So the rain's starting to fall real heavy. You know them Texas drops and big ones. It's coming down on me. I'm coming up over a hill, man, and this Chevrolet Silverado flies by me. A little Acura flies by, a little white Acura, and then a white Chevrolet Silverado flies by me. I'm not paying attention. I'm still at this time, I'm smoking a little bit. I'm trying to roll a blunt. I'm trying to pay attention to whatever I'm paying attention to. And I look up, man, and this truck, this Silverado and this Acura is right there parked in the fast lane, in the passing lane. Right there by Tyson. I don't know, Tyson and Sherman, right there in that area. Well, I hit this truck going 75, and it was sitting still. It was like hitting the wall. If anybody knows what it's like to come to a complete and utter stop when I tell you what, my soul came out of me. Like it just, I felt it. Like I knew I was dead. I knew I was dead. But right then, I think that was one of the first times I really felt the Lord, man. Like I felt the presence. I felt the presence of God. And he told me, this is going to be crazy, but you're going to be all right. You're going to get through this. And I knocked my windshield 50 yards. I completely destroyed the truck I was in. I knocked the bed off this truck. It looked like a box spring mattress flying into oncoming traffic across the highway. That's one of the last things I remember in the accident. Somehow, I get out of the window of the truck. I go and I'm crawling over to looking. I thought I killed everybody involved in it because I hit the truck. The truck hit the car. And so I'm going, I'm walking over there, and I'm bleeding out of my nose, my eyes, my ears. I'm completely crushed. I'm moving, and it feels like all my bones are turned sideways. I'm moving, it's the craziest thing. I don't even know how to explain it. Well, I'm almost to the truck, and this guy comes up behind me. Are you okay? Are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, help me check on these people in this truck, man. Tell me. He says, I'm the one that was in the truck. And I turned around, I'm like, what? And I see a couple other people right there. Well, they were all three arguing on the side of the road, and they left their cars parked there. And anyways, I go to the doctor there. I fall out. They take me to the hospital. They tell me I'm never going to walk again. Get ready for a whole different life. I'll never be able to walk again. I'll never work again. I'll never run again. That I severed my spine. That I'm done. That what I need to do, if I got a higher power, I need to find him, and I need to find peace within myself because I'm going to be in a wheelchair for the rest of my life, basically. I'll tell you what, the depression I went into, I went to the hospital for a few weeks. My wife was there, and I put her through hell, man. I did. I put that woman through hell. You don't care about me. You're going to leave me. I know you're going to leave me, and I'm just a crippled mess. They got me on all kinds of pain medications, man. And like I could feel the Lord calling me, quit being so stubborn, but I'm still being me. I'm like, F this, F that. I don't care, screw this whole life. I'll just give him my gun, man. I'll just do this. You know what I mean? I was ready to be done with it all. And I get through that. I go home. I'm sitting in a recliner for months, man. That's all I can do is sit in a recliner. I literally have to crawl to the bathroom to use the bathroom. It was just so hopeless. My wife comes in and she says, I'm doing all these things for me. I'm here for you. And you're treating me like crap, and you got this attitude like somebody owes you something. Like, Eric, nobody owes you nothing. What happened to you happened to you. You need to get over it. You want me to have your back? I got your back, but you're pushing me away. She's telling me all these things and giving me all these signs, man. And I put her through it, man. And I'm just, my kids come to me. I remember, I'll never forget it. My son Hayden comes to me. He's my oldest. And he comes to me and said, Dad, you got to get up. Because I'm all the time spending time with them, doing things. We're going to the parks. We're going out. We're doing this. We're doing that. And just all of a sudden, we went from that to where they're just stuck at the house all the time. Just COVID things happening. And so, long story short, I had this great rehabilitation specialist come in, man, and he brought the Bible in. He rubbed holy oils on me, man. He prayed for me. He said, because I couldn't even twitch my toes from the waist down. Like it was nuts. Like I was like literally, I was out of there, dude. And he just, I don't know, the spirit went in me, and I got motivated, and I pushed real hard. I started praying. I started meditating. I knew God was there. I knew his presence was there, but I knew I needed to get up for these kids, man. And anyways, I got a settlement, which saved our butts. We got out of my mother-in-law's house. And from there, I went back to work. I knew I had doing these rehabilitation, pushing myself, pulling these belts. I got up, I walked. I taught myself how to walk again, to jog again. And now I'll tell you what, I'm hard to keep up with. Even these youngsters, that tell you, the youngsters I work with will tell you, hey man, that old man right there. And I'm just really happy, and I'm blessed, man. Like Jesus has done so much for me. The Lord has done so much for me. Right after this, everything's going good. I don't hear nothing from the courts. I'm calling the courts. No, sir, we don't even have you on record. Da, 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 da. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm just gonna keep doing my thing. Things are going good. I got some money. I get a car, a decent car. I got a decent job. We moved into a nice place, and me and my wife's relationship, we're still struggling, you know, because I'm still the same person deep down, and you know, I'm not gonna put. I really don't want to. I don't want to trash her through none of this because this woman, she's been there through everything, and I'm gonna get into that here in a little bit. I guess we're gonna talk about that here in a little bit. But yeah, I go and it's New Year's and then she gets off of work. She's super tired. Now I tell her, lay down. I got this. I'm going to go get some food. I'm going to make us a nice dinner for New Year's Eve. We got plans for the next day, everything. I'm going to the store. I'm on my way back from the store, man. And I go over through an intersection right here around the corner and there's a big dip. Well, I've got a Grand Marquis 06. Anybody knows it's low. It sits low. I got tinted windows. I got rims. So and the cop came up behind me, thought I was drinking, and pulled me over. I said, man, I'm not drinking, man. What's going on? Hey, I got bad news for you. I really wish I had pulled you over. Now I know you work right there across the street. You're doing good. I see you in the neighborhood. I know you see. I seen you with your kids at the high school. Said, but you got a warrant for possession of heroin and fentanyl, and that's a wrap, bro. And he's like, I wish I could let you go. And I was like, why can't you let me go, man? I just gotta go straighten it up with the courts. I'm supposed to be seeing somebody about a probation officer. I'm not supposed to have a warrant. I'm trying to explain these things. I call her up, come get the car, come do this, come do that. I'm going to jail. Don't worry, we'll fix this. It's gonna be all right. And deep down inside, I knew that was it, man. I was like, that's it. So yeah, I went to jail. They came to me with 12 years. They gave me bond jumping and failure to appear and possession of heroin, fentanyl. And they tried to come at me with 12 years because I had a prior case back 24 years before. I hadn't been really in trouble since. Yeah, I was. They told my wife. The prosecutor went to my wife and said, "Yeah, he's gonna. We'll make sure he gets at least 8 of those 12. He's gonna do this and this that." She said, "Or he can take this 4. He'll do 1 and he'll get out and he'll be back with y'all in no time." So she's like, "Just take the 4. Take the 4. Take the 4." My sister too. Everybody's just like, "Hey, man, you should just take the 4. Like, you know, they ain't playing with you and from your record and from who you are on paper and everything. None of this looks good." So I took the 4, man. I took the 4 and got ripped right from everything that was going so good. I left her behind with my children, and there I am.
And so you end up doing about a year and a half?
I did almost 2 years with the county time, and it's pretty close to 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in the process of doing your time and, you know, getting yourself together and getting in a much better mind state total, you know, you ended up going through a separation with your wife. Is that right?
So I'm in prison, man, right? And like, I see all these dudes smoking tune and everybody's acting crazy. And I get into a couple of altercations and like, I'm fighting back and forth with myself. Like I got an angel and a devil on my shoulders and I'm fighting back and forth with myself. And so I wasn't very nice on the phone all the time. You know, I was, so what are you doing? Where are you at? Where you done it? You know, hold on. I know you ain't doing that. I know. And so I gave her a hard time. And she's taking care of these kids out here. She's working by herself. And I left her a little bit of money for when I went, but that money went quick. And so, yeah, I was putting it through it, man. And I was on Beto. I was in Beto 1, and I'm sitting there, man. And
AKA death.
Yeah, I watched the dude get stabbed to death, man. I watched a little guy stab a big guy to death. Blood in his crib got into it. I don't want to go into too many details, but yeah, I got to watch the dude stabbed to death. Blood all over the run, on the bars, on everything. And then I go back to my cell, man. Well, a real good dude, man, that came with me from the county. Good friend of mine, man, was chopping it up with me every day. I go to check on him, man, on the way to chow, and this dude's leaned up against the sink. And I'm like, "Hey, bro, what's up?" I walk into his cell. I slide the cell open. Hey, let's go. They calling chow, man. Y'all know you stand in line in that summer gun for a couple hours, but this time they called it, people were actually moving. So I'm like, we gotta go. Where you go with me? Well, the dude's dead, man. He's leaning up against the seat. Rick Mortis was already setting in. He OD'd on that tune, man. And I remember, I just remember the thought, man, that was going through my mind, like, man, what the hell, man? Like, this is crazy, man.
So let me ask you real quick, Eric, because it brings it to mind. What was the hardest part of you doing time, getting out, and going back in? What was the hardest part of that readjustment? I mean, I understand the things you're saying, but mentally, like,
It was just, I was torn in between. Okay, I gotta do something. I gotta do something. I gotta come up out of this. I gotta use this to strengthen me. And what I was getting to is right after that. That's when I fell to my knees. Um, I knew I was done. Like if I didn't make a conscious decision to find a higher power, because I couldn't do it no more. If I didn't realize that what I was doing wasn't working, if I didn't realize that the person that I was up until that point and who I was being wasn't working no more, that was it for me. Because at any turn that could be the end for me. And I knew that, when I died, do I want that to be it? Do I want my legacy to be dying on a tier in Beto without Jesus Christ? Like, what's really most important? So I got on my knees, man, and I prayed out and I cried to the Lord. And I don't know if you know, in Beto, man, you see all the sockets getting popped and all the lights going off and stuff. And I remember looking over and seeing that, and I just remember crying and telling God, please don't let this be the last place I'm at. Let me get out and let me be a better father for my children. Don't let this finish me off. Let me use this to strengthen me and motivate me and move me in the direction I need to go, that you need me to go. Help me to be somebody that helps somebody else. Help me to, it just all came to me, that all makes sense, like a light came on, man. And I tell you what, from that day on, the Lord's just been right there with me. I've been so blessed. It's just been amazing, bro. It's just been amazing. Was that the question you were asking?
yeah. I mean, that's exactly what I was trying to get to. And now I'm trying to see, like, as far as your kids, how did they handle that transition of dad's out here, he's doing good. Now he went back. I'm sure that probably shook him a little bit.
I tell you what, they handled it a lot better than I would have expected them to. They're so mature and
Right.
They've got really big hearts. And I'll tell you what, me and my wife, we had a lot going on, and we went through a lot of stuff, and we had our struggles. But I tell you what, when it came to our kids, bro, we made sure that they had love and respect, and that they were knowledgeable about the Lord, and that they were knowledgeable about not only respecting others, but respecting themselves. And they always knew that the one thing about their daddies, I'm going to tell them the truth. Cut and dry, I'm going to let them know what's going on, what this is, what that is, what this is. And I told them everything. I said, I put myself in this position, man. I put myself in that car with this stuff. And I'm here because of the choices that I made. I was like, we're going to get through this. I need y'all to be there for me. I'm going to be there for y'all. I need y'all to be there for me. But by being there for me, what I mean is be there for your mom. Be good. Do your schoolwork. And luckily, man, she answered the phone. Like, I see so many guys that didn't have nobody. I wanted to mention it. She answered the phone. I talked to my kids in the mornings before they went to school most of the time. And I tell you what, hearing their voices and hearing my 3-year-old call out daddy and stuff like that. So I was there, so it wasn't like they just didn't see me no more or nothing like that, but it crushed them. They were terrified. They were scared, but me and their mom explained to them and walked them through things. And I would read the Bible with them, and I would, we would talk. And so that got me through it, man. I tell you what. And
I wonder if they understand how powerful the impact was of that relationship they had with you while you were locked up, those phone calls, how much that helped you.
They do
now. If they know that.
They do now.
Yeah.
We've talked about all that. Well,
right.
I see them every day. I got my house, and they're here with me. Like, they're in the next room. Like,
okay, so I just want to paint the picture for everybody who might not have caught up with what's going on.
Okay.
You went in, and when you got out, you became Mr. Mom.
Okay. Well, 2 months before I got out, I could tell on the phone, man, several months before this, she was ready to move on. I was ready to move on. We had a disconnect. I had severed the relationship through my aggressive behavior, my anger, I'm not going to trash her because she stayed with me through the whole thing. Let's get this right. She didn't walk out on her kids. She's not just somebody that left with some dude or none of that stuff like that. Now, how did things end up working out? She told me, hey, look, we can't be together. This ain't going to work no more. It's not good for us. It's not good for our kids. she's there continuously. She takes them. She takes my youngest one, my 3-year-old, half the time. The only reason I'm here is here in the house with them because she left me my house. This is, you know what I mean? She could have made that real hard, you know what I mean? But she knew how bad the boys want to see me. She's had them for the last 2 years, every day, nonstop. Had no life except for going to work, coming straight home, taking care of these kids by herself. Everything. Made sure she provided and everything. You know what I'm saying? So she said, when you get out, you're going to be at the house with the kids. I'm going to go to my sister's house. You know, I've moved on. I've got my own life, da-da-da. And it was supposed to crush me, I think. I think that right there was supposed to be my breaking point. But actually, I was like, it just made sense. Like, it felt like part of God's plan. Like, yeah. I thought all this time, the reason why I was hating, we probably would have been over with a few years ago if I wasn't such a good manipulator and I wasn't constantly trying to convince her, no, you got to stay with me because this, what are the kids going to think? What is this person going to think? Because I thought she was going to take my kids. I thought she was going to use them as leverage. I thought it was going to be one of those situations because that's what happened in my last relationship. So after 19 years with this woman, she's been ready to move on. And I guess I wanted to move on too. You know what I'm saying? But for our kids, we stay together. Well, she decided that, you know what? It's getting toxic. I don't want you to get out. I don't want it to be toxic like that. And she didn't realize the real changes I had made. She thought it was manipulation. She was just like, look, I think we need to find our own way, but we're going to find it together. And we're going to take care of these kids. We're going to co-parent. And we're going to support them. And we're going to unify with them, but we're going to separate as far as our relationship goes. And I'm not mad at her. I'm not mad at her.
As a side note to catch all the viewers up, me and Eric did about 8 months together at a parole program unit.
My dog.
I can be honest, man. I never heard you speak bad about your wife. I never heard you say nothing bad about her. But I do know that she had to have a lot of confidence in you to place them because she's not the lady that doesn't care about her kids. So she had a lot of confidence in you to take care of your business as the father. You know what I'm saying?
If we make some bad choices, oh yeah, I make some real bad choices. And she made some bad choices, she damn sure could have made some better ones. But that's between me and her. As far as being a mother goes and being a person, I'll tell you what, man, like she has got me through the last night. I can't imagine. I'd be dead if I wouldn't have met that woman. I wouldn't have these beautiful kids. I wouldn't have this beauty. I wouldn't even have the will to want to live a life that I need to live if it wasn't for her and her always being the sound mind, the good choices, the automatic. Anybody that knew us was like, well, what does Courtney say? Well, what does Courtney think? What does Courtney do? Well, what are you going to do with Courtney? What are you going to tell Courtney? And it's like, everybody knows she was on and I've always been the one that was off. So, you know, she's a good woman, man. She really
Eric, let me ask you this. When you first came home, what was the biggest reentry struggles that you faced being a single parent, dealing with reentry? I want to know, like, them first few days, first few weeks, what did you deal with?
Okay. Well,
now shoot straight, big bro. Shoot straight. People are gonna be watching this for years.
Yeah.
You can help somebody.
I had a celly, man. My celly's a Marine and he's
preacher man, where you at?
Man of God. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I tell you what, man. We went through a lockdown, man, for about three weeks, and I tell you what, we diced up and chopped up Romans and First and Second Peter, and like, see, I'm thinking that he's preaching at me at this time, and like all of a sudden it started coming. He's not preaching at me. He's showing me things that are happening in the Bible that are happening in my life, and what God expected from these gentlemen, from Paul and from
I was alive.
Peter, and like, you know, and that sometimes God puts us through things not to hurt us or destroy us, but to prepare us for the future, for what we are about to go through. You know what I mean? He molds us, kind of like you get a sword and you break that, you smash that metal, that iron, man. You put it in that kiln and you shape that metal and you shape that metal. You heat it, you cool it, you heat it, you cool it. And we got to go through the fire sometimes. You know, God's children, man, it says in the Bible that we're going to go through tribulations, that it's not going to be easy for us. It's going to be hard. Because the devil don't try to come attack nobody he's already got. Why?
He got you. He's working for him already.
He's going to attack the ones that are over here with God. And God says that that the devil's gonna covet you left and right. Jesus is all you got, man. And if you don't got that within you, if you don't got the Holy Spirit within you and Jesus Christ in you, that these things are gonna attack you. And it's just, anyways, the point I was trying to make is that, man, that lockdown right there. Yeah, I know that I'm fixing to get out, and it seems like forever away, but it's right there. And like you and just, there's a couple other guys that just, man, there's 19 cell. I don't know who 19 cell. I'll tell you what.
Shane.
Yeah.
Shout out Shane. He'll be on here eventually.
No, 19 cell. The one next to the one cut the hair. And I'm sorry I can't remember your name, brother. The one that did the cut the hair all the time. Black dude.
Yeah, I'm not gonna shout his name out, but he was my neighbor.
I tell you what, bro.
He's in 20,
he came out there.
21 cell.
He came out there with that Bible, and he went through a similar thing with his wife. He was going through some things, and he just, between him and preacher, guys like you and stuff like that, it just, I really put a lot of focus, and I imagine and envision what it's gonna be like being out here with my kids. My wife told me, she's like, you're gonna be with the kids. I'm not taking the house. I'm not taking the kids from you. She's like, it's your turn. Like your turn. These kids, they want you. This is what they said. I've already talked to them, and they want you. And that did.
So Eric, let's be honest. Did we not stand on the run talking about a situation similar to this interview right here?
We were standing there. We was real quick, man. Is like being able to be here for my kids, man. It's not over, man. Especially if y'all got children out there, man. It's not over, man. And being able to be here for my kids, man, and seeing them and waking up with them and going to sleep with them, man, after everything I've done and everything I've been through, man, it's just
it's a blessing. We've
got to make a decision, because it's not, these kids are growing up nowadays. They ain't got no daddy, they ain't got nobody that they can look up to. Because they're not gonna do what we say, they're gonna do what we do. And you got to stop and you got to think about, who are you and how are you acting and how are you portraying yourself, man? Because these guys are watching me, man. And they remember everything I do, and they know everything I do, and they come on a regular and they check me and they let me know, man. And just everything, all the things I thought were going to be hard and stuff, and they are, man. I got my son, he's having issues in school. I got my little one, man. He's something else. He's 3, and for the times I got him doing that without a woman, he's really emotional. He's kind of like his mama in that aspect. No offense, Courtney, but I'm just saying. And those times can be hard, but it's a blessing, man. I take pleasure in it. And in those moments when things get hard, I think about, how did people handle these situations with you, Eric? Okay, how did you turn out? Okay, what do you need to say right now? What do you need to do to better this child in this situation? And that's the thing. Those are the things that I think about nowadays. I pray every night with them before we go to bed, every night. We don't miss that. If we have an issue that we're having to struggle with, we bust out the Bible and I relate it. Thank you, preacher. I've got a whole journal full of stuff, man, that just relates the Bible with these. Yeah, I should have had my journal right here. If I pulled that journal out, everybody that was locked up with me would be like, I remember he was always writing in that journal. But yeah, man, it's been a pleasure. Everything, the struggles, the worst part about being out here, man, and it's going to be a shocker, man. And I don't care if you just got locked up a year ago or whatever. When you get out and you go in the grocery store and you go to buy something that you're used to spending $2 on, and it's $8, $9, $10, $12, and I'm telling you, bro, you go to buy everyday things, socks, whatever, man, peanut butter, whatever. And that's the hardest thing right there.
So let's say that one of the main struggles we're going to face is the financial aspect of it. So I feel like while we're incarcerated, it's good to, build those support networks with your family, friends, whether it's making amends, just seeing where they're going to be at to help you, because you can't be afraid to ask for help, because,
yes, sir.
I mean, out here in Texas, they don't pay us to work. So you might spend 20 years working for TDC, and then you get out and they're going to give you $100 check and you got to make your own way. So, I feel like long before you ever get out or long before you make parole, you need to start getting your financial mind. They got some classes you can take. You can talk to people who've been through some things, but it's really important to, like Eric says, envision that success. Because the same situation that's going on in my life right now, I've been envisioning for a whole long time. So by getting your heart right with your higher power, the things you envision can come true.
Yeah. Don't give up, man. You gotta.
Don't give up.
There's always a way. The internet, man, the internet puts it right in your hand. You can find things, you can find hustles, you can find grinds that are legit. You can meet people, you can network. And as long as you're doing the right thing and you portray yourself as somebody of respect and that you're gonna give respect and you're not trying to manipulate, you're not trying to cheat nobody. Because people can see it, especially the people that care about you, man. They can see you coming a mile away. And there's gonna be that disconnect there. So if you alone, that's your choice, man, because you can have contact with somebody on the other side of the world, much less somebody on the other side of the state or down the street. So you got access to all your family members. If they don't want to mess with you, it's something you're doing. And you need to find that within yourself, man. And that's what I've been doing, a lot of soul searching, a lot of looking at myself and my character defects and what do I need to change, you know what I mean?
So Eric, those first few days when you got out, was there anything that you actually had to like readjust to, or was because you'd only done about a year or two compared to some guys been gone 20 years, maybe the reentry part wasn't as difficult for you because you'd already envisioned what you were going to do. You had your family, you had your house, you knew.
I tell you what, man, I was just so blessed to have everything intact, like everything except for my relationship. You know, I knew what was coming, and like me and her, luckily, we had a lot of communication. But other than that, like nobody can prepare you for some of the things that are out here in this world, man.
You just gotta be ready for it. There's no preparing on some of it.
I ran into like 5-6 people, and I've cut everybody off. I ran into like 5-6 people at places that I don't even I've never even seen them nowhere around those places, and the devil will put them there. The devil will put them there with that baggie. What you want to do, bro? Hey, man, just go in there. And it's always gonna be there, man. You don't even gotta look. And it's just like you don't gotta go to the store and find somebody you're gonna run into. They all over this internet, man. And it's gonna be coming at you, dude. And people are deleting their accounts and making new accounts. So whatever you blocked right here, these people are coming at you from over here, man. And the opposite sex is going to eat you up. Like, see, I'm single. I was single. I got a good girl right now, but I was single when I first got out, and it's like, oh my god, and it's like these women are just coming at you, and like it terrified the shit out of me, bro, because all the manipulation and the lies and where did I just come from? Is this good for my kids? And just the whole dating aspect of that. Be careful, man. Because there's a whole wide world on the web, man, and they're just right there. They're looking.
I mean, social media is definitely something that, you know, if you've been gone 20, 30 years, it's something you're going to have to go into slowly, just like everyday life. You know, anything out here has changed after a certain amount of time. But we recommend here, you know, at Texas Prisons Alliance that you start using your time, whether it's 10, 20, 30 years from parole, whether you go home next week, use your time wisely, focus on your success now. Don't wait. Don't wait.
Don't wait, man.
You know, get your mind off of the day room events and the basketball court and the handball court and start focusing on things that matter, because prison's an alternate universe. It doesn't matter.
You got to find some positive people in there, man.
They're there.
The prison ministry, I don't know, man. There's some of these ministries, like Big Love Ministries, one of my closest, one of I hold nearest and dearest to my heart. There's guys that mess with these ministries and that are, you know, church isn't always on the up and up, and you're always going to find drama in the church, in prison, and stuff like that, man. But there are some good guys in there searching for the right things. There's always going to be something that you can relate and something that's good for you. You need to start networking, man. You need to talk to these people, man. Play off of their experience, man, what they're going through. Find out what they're going through, what they did, you know, to better themselves. And that's what I did, is I just try to hold on to the positive. I tried to gravitate towards good people, man, people that I knew that had my best interest at heart, man. And that's what saved me, man. And that's all I can say is stay away from that tune, man. God dang, I seen it. Oh, that stuff is terrible in there, man. That's, oh my gosh. And it's $2. You can go get you enough to send you into another dimension, man. And it's like, you got people ODing on it, putting fentanyl in that stuff, man. It'd be your first time smoking. It'd be your last time on earth.
So Eric, let me know, what would be your most proud moment in your comeback journey after all this you've been through, getting out, you got yourself situated. I've been watching you on Facebook. I'm pretty proud of you. You know, you had a tough situation, in my opinion, getting out, and I feel like you did a really good job. What's the thing you're most proud of?
sticking to my guns, man. I'm proud that I still pick my Bible up. I'm proud that I pray every night. I'm proud that I've stuck to the routine that I set before myself before I got out. I'm proud that I've said no to any time that somebody offered me illegal substances. I'm proud that and I'm not perfect, man. I gotta say, I did drink when I first got out, which was a big mistake. And I tell you what, I've been feeling guilty about it ever since. Like I've been it's just the Lord's with me. I can feel the Spirit, and He's guiding me in the right direction. And I'm just really proud that I'm staying on the right side of things, man. Right now, man. I'm doing it for my kids. I'm really proud of the father I'm being. Just taking care of my 3-year-old and then readjusting and going into 16-year-old teenage mode. And I'm doing good with it, and they respect me. And the way my kids look up at me now, they don't fear me, man. They respect me, and it feels so good. And like relationships that I have with people out here that were kind of shaky, it's just they're looking at me like, Eric, you're doing really good, man. Hey, Eric, man, you know what, man? Keep doing what you're doing, man. You're a different person, Eric. Just hearing people tell me that stuff and like, I hope you keep doing this, Eric. I don't know what you did, but you are a different person, and I just hope you stay in. And one's looking at me right now. I know what I'm talking about. Like that right there helps me, man. It does, bro.
So, Eric, you're this new person. I want you to talk to the old person that went to jail that night with the violation, not with the warrant, but the original violation where you gave the dude the ride. I want you now to talk to yourself. Then, what advice would you give yourself to avoid?
I'm gonna put it like this. If I was talking to myself, I would say, Eric, if you don't find what it is in yourself that's holding you back, if you don't figure out what is wrong and start taking responsibility, if you don't start taking accountability for your actions, if you do not figure out where it is that you're going wrong and this manipulating, this lying, this cheating, this conniving, this using people to get what you want, using situations, not taking responsibility, not stopping and saying, hey, you know what? If you don't call it broke, you ain't going to fix it, Eric. So until you start fixing you and you get in tune with yourself, until you start going to the Lord and breaking down what it is that you really need to do, the person that you really need to be, if you don't start letting the Lord move you, you're going to die, Eric. You ain't going to make it out of this, buddy. I tell you what, you ain't going to make it through the first 2-3 months. You walk in Beto, somebody going to kill you, man. You're going to walk up with that attitude and you're going to try to do something going to stab you to death, man. So, or you're going to go and you're going to feel sorry for yourself and you're going to go in there and you smoke you a tune stick to kind of check out for a minute just to heal it because it hurts so bad in here. And I'll tell you what, you're going to OD, man. You're going to end up with rigor mortis leaned up against a sink like this, man. Like
you seen it, Eric. You saw it.
I'm just saying, man, you got to take responsibility, man. You got to find, if you don't call something broken, you ain't going to fix it, man. You got to really, you got to internalize it. You got to really feel it within yourself. What is broken? What is it I need to change about myself? Because everybody can't be wrong, and everybody looking at you like something's wrong. So one of these people might be right, so I might need to look inside. So just taking accountability and responsibility, man.
That's a good answer, man. Now, what advice would you give to somebody who already went through all that and they're out here trying to rebuild? What advice could you give to them as far as, like you said, your mindset, your determination?
Find you a higher power, man. Whether that be your kids, whether that be Jesus Christ. I highly recommend Jesus Christ because I don't know how I can do without it. I mean, everybody to each his own, and I don't judge nobody for what they think or what they believe. But you got to find something higher in yourself because this life is hard, man. And we can't do it alone. Find yourself a good connect with people, a network. Find you a good system, man. Find you people that you can trust because they're out there. There are people online, man. There are groups, there are organizations like this good group right here. There are people out there sitting there waiting for someone like you to come along so they can give you advice. So don't just sit there, man, and sink in the mud, man. You got to reach out. You got to be proactive. You got to move forward. You got to think positive. You got to exercise. I tell you what, man, exercise, man, it really helps me find my center, hitting in push-ups, because even if it's a couple of sit-ups and a couple of push-ups, that's just a couple more better things that you would do if you was just sitting there being depressed, whining. Take you a shower, shave, take care of yourself, dude. Take care of your hygiene. You know, you might not be able to afford some nice clothes, man, but you know what? Look, this shirt, this sweater right here is about $20, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's clean. I ain't got no wrinkles in it.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself. Be presentable. When you talk to people, look people in the eyes, man. You know what I'm saying? Brush your teeth, man. You know, come forward like a person that deserves respect, and people gonna give it to you, man. You know what I mean? Just take care of yourself, man.
All right, Eric, one time I want you to talk to the loved ones of incarcerated individuals and just kind of let them know how fragile the parole system can be as far as,
Yeah.
whether you're going to follow the structure and stay out of trouble or you're going to get real lenient and start bending rules thinking just because you can get away with it is cool. Let them know.
Okay. Being locked up right now, man, in the Texas Department of Corrections, and I don't know about any other state or whatever, but there's a lot of politics, man. It's real touch and go. People are dying in there, man. It's overrun with drugs, the politics, the gangs, the
Short
pressure,
staff.
the staff. Yeah, you ain't even getting American staff in there. You lucky, man, if you are. You know, there's a couple places that I went towards the end there, and it seemed like a few of them were American, but you get Nigerians, people from Afghanistan, people from what is it? The not Russia, but the place that's fighting Ukraine. You get Ukrainian guards in there. These people can't even fill out a case, man. So you having to deal with these people. They do not care, man. They trying to make
Zero tolerance.
and they put them in there on purpose because they're insensitive and they have no connection with you as a person because they're not from where you're from, man.
Right. Ain't no making friends too much with them,
They're having a hard time, in there, man. They're scared. They're lonely. Just reach out to them, message them, man. If you ain't got no money to put on their books, message them, man. Lift them up. Try to read the Bible with them. Try to read something or do something constructive and positive with them. Just don't give up on them, man. Because there's some solid, strong dudes in there, man. Trust them. Give them a job, man. If you want somebody that's going to work their butt off for you, of course you're going to have those that are going to, that are going to fall back in their old ways. And you might run into one that's going to mess up what you got going on where you're hiring at. But trust the convict because he's got so much to prove. He's got so much to lose. He's got everything in the world to lose, and it's so hard to get anything. But he can lose it in a second, man. You will be surprised, man. If you put faith in a convict, man, what that convict's gonna come back, he's gonna remember you. Hey, that person looked out for me when nobody would. So just try to love them. Try to be there for them. Try to be positive. Try to be patient. Because if they coming through the phone like, man, blah, 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 well, they just seeing a dude get poked up, two dudes get beat up, somebody OD on tune. Then you got these guards that are from other countries screaming in their face. Just try to be patient. Try to let them vent. Try to let, you know what I mean? And just try to be somebody positive. Love on them, man. Pray for them. You know what I mean? Pray with them. You know what I mean?
And hey, when it comes to that employment, in case we have anybody that does any hiring, there's actually a lot of governmental policies put in place that makes it safe for your company to hire a felon as far as they got theft insurance. They got a lot of benefits concerning insurance for fraudulent activities. And they also have tax cuts you can get for hiring felons. So it's not just about doing the right thing and helping society. It'll benefit you.
Right now, you're getting tax cuts. You're getting looked out. The government will look out for you if you take some of these convicts that are coming fresh out that need jobs, man. If you go and you have faith in one of these guys and you put your faith in them, you'd be surprised. That dude's been working out in his cell. He's ready to go. He's thinking about everything he can do. He's thinking about what he doesn't have and what he needs to get. That's going to be a good employee, man.
Personally, I feel like a TDC work history should count as a regular reference out here because we be working our butts off. But Eric, I want to know if you have any goals or dreams or anything you want to accomplish on top of your already successful reentry story and being a good father for your kids. I tip my hat to you for that, but I want to know if there's more you want. What do you want?
I'd like to eventually run my own business, man. I'd like to get into something, man, to where I could go and hire some guys that need a chance. You know what I mean? I would like to build something up from scratch and not have to be bossed around, but to be the boss eventually. I would love to do that. But realistically, I would like to just keep being a good person, man. I just want to stay the person I am, and I'm enjoying this. I'm loving life, and I want to continue being a good father for my children, man.
Yeah.
And I want to keep keeping my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ close, because I tell you what, as long as I do that, God showed me everything else will come. As long as I keep Him first and keep Him my focus, man, and just keep good people around me, and just do the next right thing, man. When you see somebody that's struggling, you know what I mean. Like, I want to do the next right thing. I want to help somebody. I want to look out for somebody, and I've got that near and dear to my heart right now, because a lot of people have been here for me, man, when I didn't think nobody was going to, and they probably didn't need to, but they did, man. And so it makes me want to give it back. I want to continue being the person that gives it back, looking out for the underdog. You know what I mean? But yeah, and like I said, a good father, man. That's it. I just want to be the best father I can be for my baby. That's the most important thing to me.
I think you're already doing that, man. You know, I'm sure they're proud of you. I haven't talked to them personally, but I know you used to talk real highly of them, and I see you on the phone talking with them, and you know, I think they're starting to realize
I love
how
it,
powerful
bro.
that was.
Yeah, love my kids, bro.
That's good, and you know, I want to give a shout out to anybody who's locked up that's going to get to see these episodes. I know for me myself, I left a lot of good people behind. I'm sure you met a lot of good dudes while you're locked up and stuff. You know,
I still talk to him all the time. I message him up. I talk to him, chop it up with him, and I tell you what, everybody I got out with, man, ain't nobody failed, man. Thank God, thank Jesus. I pray for him every night. I know they pray for me, and we've been in contact, and we all go through our struggles, man. But we're networking. We're a system, and we hold each other up. We hold each other accountable too.
Right.
These dudes will let me know, man, when I'm going left and I need to go right. Believe me, I got some people in my life gonna tell me, and I need that. I love that. I appreciate that. Don't push those people away that are trying to guide you in the right direction. Mm-hmm. Don't get all full of yourself and think that you ain't above, you know what I'm saying, what they're trying to tell you. Because if they're taking the time out of their day, if they stopping what they're doing to try to help you out, man, well, take the meat and leave the bone, man. You know, at least give them the respect and listen to what they got to say. You'd be surprised, man. Maybe you needed to hear what they had to say, but a little bit more than you thought you did, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, at Texas Prisons Alliance, we're going to be trying to give y'all a lot of good information from people's testimonies, and also just the success aspect of you can get out here and you can do things, you can enjoy your life, and you know, it's all about what you want to do. You know, you might not be able to get out here and do all those things if you get out as the same person you came in, but it's never too late to change. It's never too late to get on a positive note. You know, you got a lot of situations out here that is going to try your patience, you know, and if you're out here pretending to be somebody you're not, it's going to show. So it's important that you really go deep and make those deep changes, and you know, you gotta cut some people off. You got to bring some people in. You got to switch things up. You can't
out of that. Yeah.
You can't keep doing the same thing over and over, thinking it's going to be different. And
yeah, I
just want to, you know, send a shout out to anybody who thinks, you know, I don't see parole for 20 years, so I'm just going to smoke and drink till then. Don't wait till it's too late. Start now, and you'll be surprised what you can accomplish long before you ever get out of prison.
You got to face life on life's terms, man. You eat you
can't
up.
do it when you're drunk or high, so it's time to get sober, time to get real. You know, be somebody that somebody can look up to. You got a lot of people that are locked up that people in the free world are looking up to for motivation and inspiration and stuff. Don't feel like your physical circumstance determines who you are.
Can I take a moment? Do we got time? How much time we got?
We're looking at about 5 minutes. Go ahead, buddy.
I want to take a moment to thank you all the people in my life, man, that have been there for me, man. All the people in my life that are there for me on a daily, that check in with me, that message me, that get on Messenger and Facebook and send me these little, you know, these little reels and stuff like that. Man, thank you, man. All the people that pray for me, all the people that pray for my children and call and check on my children, man. Thank you so much for not giving up on me, man. Thank you so much, man. I can't express enough how much love has been poured into me and faith. And thank you for trusting me. And thank you for giving me another chance. And thank you for believing in me, man. And this new girl that I'm with, I'm not going to put her name out there, but she's been amazing. She's really been there for me. She's a positive person. And honey, I really appreciate you, girl. Thank you so much for being what you are in my life and being the way you are with my children. And Courtney, that's my baby mama. You're amazing. Thank you for trusting me and having faith in me. And I really appreciate you, girl. And we're gonna do this. We're gonna raise these children. We're gonna keep it positive, and we're gonna keep our house with respect house where our children are at. You know what I mean? We're gonna keep it with faith and respect, and we're gonna keep doing this, and it's gonna be all right, man. In Jesus' name. In Jesus'
Yeah,
name.
amen. Hey man, there's so many good points in your story. Like, I'm gonna need a whole nother episode just to break it down. So I'm gonna do another episode and break this down like an NBA game and just go play to play with all the different
Hey,
co-parenting aspects and faith. And I really appreciate you coming in tonight, man. I know
thank
you're
you,
dealing with,
bro. Thank
I know
you,
you're dealing
man.
with some maintenance issues in your apartment. I know the water's letting up
Yeah.
right now, but you still showed up, and I
It's
appreciate
a
that.
duplex. It's 2 houses next to each other, and the next one's got plumbing issues. Yeah, they're supposed to be fixing that stuff. So, yeah,
That's what's up, Eric, man. You did a really good episode. We're gonna put this up in the archives so people can check it out and get ready for their own reentry process, because it doesn't matter anybody in society. You might not even like an inmate, but whether or not they're gonna be successful out there in the reentry affects everybody in the community.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of important to understand your mind frame that it's not what you do or don't like, but success is important for the whole community.
Sometimes doing the hard things is what's better for you, man. It being
Yeah.
that way. If it's hard, it's probably better for you, man. Else everybody would do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying,
Right.
So take the hard road, take that road less traveled, man.
Right. Take the road less traveled, and if you need some help, you can reach
Yeah.
out to Texas Prisoners Alliance. They offer a lot of services, free of charge. Just reach out. Don't wait to the end to reach out. Start now.
Yeah.
That's good. And I want to thank everybody who made this broadcast possible. Everybody that's watching, everybody that's gonna watch. One day in 2040, they're gonna be watching this. So we try to make some good content.
No pressure.
No pressure, man. You did good today, Eric. I appreciate that.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Appreciate you.
All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and log off, I guess. You got anything else you want to say? You want to say a prayer? What you want to do, Eric?
Hey, dear Heavenly Father, Lord Jesus, just work through us, move us, make us, shape us, and mold us in the ways and directions you want us to go in. Let your will be done, Lord. Let your will be done. Watch out for our families and watch out for the people that continually look after us and take care of us, Lord. Bless them and their families, Lord. Just keep us healthy, keep us strong, keep us focused. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
All right. And God, I want to ask you to touch the hearts of anybody incarcerated that gets to see this episode and give them that extra push and that extra energy to go ahead and make that full change and put their faith in you and leave the penitentiary behind and get ready for society, man. We're all looking for your success. We're here to try to help. That's all we can do. Give back. I'm not going to get out and turn my back on all them dudes. You got some good dudes down there. So just remember, when they get out here, let's try to make it work for them, make them successful. And Eric, you're going to be back on. I'm going to give you about a month or two. We're going to bring you back and we're going to talk some more.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good.
Man.